We like to keep it real here at cleveland.com, and this is as real as we get. We don't know what to say. They beat the living daylights out of Nebraska, and Jeff Hafley, as he was leaving the interview session, was saying, like, that's a good team. That's a good team. Do not come away from Ohio State's domination on Saturday night in Lincoln and think, oh, Nebraska stinks. Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to get to 12-0, and you're going to be like, oh, everybody Ohio State played stinks. It's not that they all stink. What are we going to talk about and write about, at least before Wisconsin? And I don't know. Then they got Rutgers and Maryland. Are we doomed in our quest to be interesting for the rest of this season, Nathan Baird?
I'm not convinced of that yet, only because we've seen too many times where this has happened. They've still got, I'm telling you, 3 weeks. They go at Northwestern, another Western Division team, maybe underachieving a little bit. Veteran head coach, knows how to win. Don't discount that Ohio State's going to just go in and flatten everybody just because it should. Things can go awry. This is another night where, yes, by their own design, by their own hand, things got going in their direction and just rolled downhill and never stopped. And they are legitimately much better than we thought they were coming into the season. But all it takes is one wrong turn. Ryan Day was talking about it after the game tonight. Jameson Williams fumbles a punt. Nebraska recovers, and this game changes a little bit. So.
And then if you fumble a punt, and all of a sudden you're only winning by 35.
I guess it was a kickoff, actually, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, Ryan Day, he was trying to explain why they kept Justin Fields in the game. So I like Nathan. Nathan's keeping it alive. Hey, you got to be coming back to cleveland.com to read and watch every day because, man, anything could happen. Steven, do you believe that?
Yeah, I mean, this happens in sports. I do think this, though, when it comes to this team has a great combination of guys who remember how bad things were at times last year, but also some guys who are, kind of refreshed. Like Justin Fields wasn't here last year. He wasn't here in 2017 when that happened either. Ryan Day wasn't the head coach when those things happened. Obviously, a lot of the defensive guys were here last year when things weren't as good as they were this year, so they're trying to redeem themselves. But you either got guys like the defense or J.K. Dobbins who are trying to redeem themselves, or you got young guys like Chris Olave who are trying to validate what we saw at the end of last season, or a guy like Justin Fields who was trying to show, hey, the only guy who was rated higher than me is the guy we all think is going to be the number one pick in the draft. So I'm not ready to say that, like, listen, this is just, like, what it's going to be. Like, they're going to blow everybody out. But I do see, like, elements of why it can be that for the rest of the season.
We're doomed. They're awesome. It's going to get boring. You're going to get tired of how good they are. We're going to keep writing, and we're going to keep talking about it. They are as complete a team as I've covered here. I've always said, this is my 15th year. Look at this great hair.
How many national champions have you covered?
Here's the point. The best, I often say the best team I ever covered was the first team I covered in 2005. They didn't win the national championship. They lost to Vince Young in Ohio Stadium, then they lost to Penn State on the road. And Texas won the national championship that year, and Penn State was like a top 4 team as well. They still could lose, but they're great. Their combination of coaching on both sides and talent on both sides, and the other, obviously, 2014. Their quarterback is better than 2014. Justin Fields is better than J.T. Barrett ever was. And that's not an affront to J.T. Barrett. That's how dynamic Justin Fields can be. They're going to keep blowing people off the field. It's not a guarantee. I was wrong to say 9-3. Maybe I'll be wrong now. And this team's different. The overall collection of what they have in every aspect is different than what I've seen because you can't really find the weakness. I can show you the weaknesses on a lot of the great teams I've covered here. I can show you the weakness right now. It's hard here. So these guys are going to keep it interesting. I'm throwing in the towel. I mean, I'm out. Talk to you at the playoff. I'm going to be at every game, and every column's going to be like, is Ohio State the best team in the country? Probably yes. Are they still number one? Probably yes. Doug Lesmerises out. Nathan, Steven, they'll keep it going at cleveland.com.